Hello and welcome to this episode of the Guys with Glasses podcast. I'm Bandito John, and I have with me No Name Josh and Wise Joey D. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Hello.
It's going good. It's going good. So, a lot of awesome gaming news that's come out this, a lot of awesome games that have come out this past week. South Park: The Stick of Truth. We've had an opportunity to play it. We want to chat about that. Titanfall. Super pumped about this one coming out this week. I played a little bit of Rayman. And we were also going to talk about, what else was there?
Watch Dogs and maybe a little bit of The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
But I know you haven't played the second season. So.
Oh, I know. Well, you guys can talk about it. I'm just going to, cover up my ears. And you guys will have to give me an audio cue. Yeah. So awesome gaming week. I mean, I love it that we live in an age where, good games come out in the spring rather than just around Christmas time.
Oh, I know.
Back in the day.
Oh.
It's a good time to be a gamer, guys. Good time.
I agree.
So, let's talk about South Park, Stick of Truth. I mean, are you guys fans of South Park? Do you guys like the show?
Yeah.
I do like the show.
I do too. I'm a huge fan of it. Jody, do you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible, when you see a show that we've all loved, like Simpsons, we were quoting that earlier, and that definitely is not something you would tune in to see anymore, but South Park just keeps on being amazing,
Yeah. And what's crazy about this game, I know it was kind of in development hell for a long time, and it got delayed for a while, and I've been excited about this game for 2 years or something since it first got announced.
Yeah.
And the game is really like watching a really long episode of the show.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. There's so many cutscenes. Everything is voice acted. There's no text besides in the menus and stuff. So it's there's cutscenes everywhere, and it's just so much fun. And it's you get to design your character from the very beginning, and it's you're a part of the episode. It's you really do feel like a central character in this South Park movie or the South Park episode. So Josh, what's been some of your favorite parts so far? I know you had a chance to play it.
All the little Easter eggs are amazing. I love when you go to the City Walk.
Yeah.
And everything on the sign is crossed out. It's city noodles, city city beef, and then it's crossed out and it's got Sharpie Mongolian over the top of it.
That's what's really fun about the game is that if you've watched a lot of the episodes of the show, you can explore through people's drawers and go into people's closets and stuff, and there's what they call junk items, and basically they're items that they're not health potions and stuff, but they're just kind of there for comedic effect, and then it keeps a record of all of them. And they totally reference all these episodes of the TV show.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny. You go into Stan, I think it's Stan's closet, and then there's it's gay Tom Cruise, and there's a whole episode about that, and so it's just hilarious. There's just so much awesomeness from the show that they brought into the game.
Did you go into Cartman's mom's room?
Oh yeah, I did.
So this Cherokee-haired tampon and this giant big black dildo. It's terrible.
So I'm almost done with the game. I played it a lot, and I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I will say that the game is so fucked up at parts. Take the worst, most fucked up episode of South Park, and now you're interacting with it and having to make decisions in it and stuff. Oh god, it's bad.
My favorite so far is the shit nugget.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And what's interesting is that it kind of has a hark back to the old classic RPGs. Joey, did you ever play any of the old Final Fantasy games back in the day?
No, I played Secret of Mana, but I wasn't a big Final Fantasy fan. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
The turn-based kind of thing.
Yeah, turn-based and queuing up all your things. Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever played any of the Mario Luigi games or Paper Mario or those ones where it's turn-based, but you have to block at the right time when a character is trying to attack you. That's how this game is, but there's also all sorts of quick time events, and all the characters have different abilities. And actually, it's a really solid RPG game too. The amount of exploring, the items that you get and stuff. I mean, Josh, did you kind of feel that way too?
Yeah. I thought it was just all around a great, mechanically it works really, really well.
Yeah.
I didn't, did you buy it on the 360 or the PC?
360.
360. So I have it on the PC.
Yeah.
And I did not like using the keyboard. I had to plug in my controller.
Yeah, actually, like, I was actually kind of pissed that it wasn't on Xbox One, but the graphics actually look perfect. Like, I don't know how it could be... I mean, it's all paper, it looks just like an episode of the show, but, like, I don't see much more effects, just kind of based on the style of the game, that would be improved if it was on a Xbox One. But I have run into a few glitches. Have you, Josh?
Yeah, Cassie started playing yesterday, and in the tutorial, it kept freezing up if she killed the people in the wrong order.
Yeah, there is like some kind of glitches in the game. Like I ran into there's a lot of pop-in, which happens like there'll be a cutscene, and your character's like in the cutscene, but your character will just kind of pop up really quick into it in a delayed fashion. And then I ran into a really weird glitch yesterday. I'm in like the final part of the game, and all of a sudden there was a cutscene, and it just went straight to the credits. And I was like, and this what's weird is that the credits don't roll normally when you die, and it was like, I didn't do any wrong action here, and I was like, this is weird because I haven't seen the credits, and I thought, well, some South Park episodes just go straight to the credits, but I was like, this is the worst ending ever, this is what happened, and then I like restarted the game, and then it properly went through, and I was like totally not at the end of the game, so I don't know what happened, it was a weird glitch, but yeah, but it was fun. It's a fun game. I do recommend it. So, but let's talk about Titanfall coming out. This is pretty awesome, coming out this week. Are you guys pumped about it?
Yes, I am super pumped, actually. I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to be able to get my hands on it the first day.
Yeah, why? Do you think it's like going to be sold out at stores?
Oh, yeah. Fred Meyer... Okay, this is how bad the Fred Meyer is out here, and it's the only place we have in town to buy them.
Yeah.
The Stick of Truth, they only had 5 copies.
Wow.
God.
2 on the PS3, and 3 on the 360.
You live in a college town where there's going to be a lot of gamers there.
They said it sold out like the instant it came in.
That's like old school, whenever we were kids and our moms went to buy stuff and there was only like 3 copies in the entire town. Yeah. That's like, what? Like, 5 copies?
I know, I'm like, this is like a hugely popular game.
Yeah.
How do you not have... Yeah, it drove me nuts. So I'm worried about Titanfall that they'll get like 10 in and then they'll be like, whoops. And I'll have to drive to freaking Yakima to get it, I don't know.
Is it not Amazon Prime? Like, would they not have it?
They give it to you the next day or 2 days
later?
Well,
they tell you that they'll get it to you the day of release.
Yeah.
But then at the last minute, they'll be like, whoops, it's going to come Thursday instead of Tuesday. And you're like, what the fuck?
I remember feeling this way when I tried getting Borderlands. I think Borderlands 1 or Borderlands 2. And like, there was just no copies. I was having to hunt down to all of these different stores trying to find it. And I was like, I hate pre-ordering. I think it's kind of silly. I mean, it's just like putting money in GameStop's pockets, But then games like this, where it's like you definitely want it day one, it's the only way to get it. Yeah.
Man, it's too bad that they're not going to make a Titanfall bundle that you can purchase, like the white console with the black stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's only for the people who made the game. I was so disappointed.
Oh, I know. So, did you guys see those pictures of those consoles?
Yeah, they look fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was kind of like love it or hate it kind of thing.
I loved it. I was like, this...
I actually
I have to have.
I thought it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Joe, you looking it up right now?
The controller looks bomb too. Have you seen the controller?
Yeah, I like the orange and the black and the gray.
Oh, I think I saw these. Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool. I don't know who would say it looks, crappy.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
People were actually saying it kind of Mass Effect-y,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does definitely look
kinda
Mass Effect-y.
Like kind of got the color scheme and yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some Mass Effect t-shirts. They're on sale right now for $15. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get some.
Are you still gonna get the tattoo of the?
I don't know. I might.
Oh, what's that?
I want to get Renegade and Paragon.
Oh wow. Where?
So, either on my wrists or on each arm.
Nice.
Yeah. Your right is Renegade and your left is Paragon. So.
Joey, you got a tattoo like your first one like a month ago, right?
Yes, it's stopped itching. It's all good.
Is it itching like crazy?
No, it's all. I can't even see it. Oh, where is it? Ergard. Yeah, it's all wonderful at the moment. I was just thinking, do you know what? Actually, really sad. Actually, one of the tattoos which I kind of, the way okay, people have tattoos, and you're like, oh my god, did they put too much thought or enough thought into these things? One of my tattoos which I have put a lot of thought into. If I were to get another one, which I'm not.
No. This is the start of the train that happens. Maggie, my wife, is the same way. She's like, oh, I'm done. And then, like, a month later, she's like, oh, I'm thinking about this other one. Oh, no, it started, dude.
You're too deep now.
A month ago when I was with you and you got this one, you said, oh, I am never getting another one.
Now
you're entertaining the thought.
My mind has been opened. It's like the fountain. It's all transcendent. But I'm not gonna do it. No, it just was like the one really like as a teenage. I just remember now actually when I did that and and Josh, you're talking about your Paragon and Renegade on each arm. Do you know what the one really? I would just like if he's just kind of lame, but kind of cool, but in a really lame way. I loved this Constantine. You know, in Constantine we had that weird like inscription. So lame. But
that was the comic book movie with the demon hunter guy.
Oh yeah, Constantine. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That would be great if someone was pissing you off and just he started going, Christ compels me, or just be like, or back into the shadows. And like
people would be like, oh my god, like, go away, leave me alone.
Yeah, go away. To your manager, like when they come over to you, like you're like, no.
This would be an awkward turtle kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd feel so weird if someone was walking up to me. I'd be like, what the f is going on? He's gonna kill me.
Oh, that just looks like I remember that from Friends. Oh god, retro.
Oh yeah,
all of it, all good. But,
I hate that show.
I do too, and it always comes on.
Like, I know, it's always on like, hey, I'm gonna run 5 episodes on TBS, and it's like, god damn it.
Oh, it's such a shitty show. Anyway, I played Rayman. Rayman is awesome.
I know, I love that platformer.
Yeah, I'm kind of late to the game because this game came out like in December or November. But Rayman, I never played it when I was younger, but
really?
these latest few games that have come out in the last few years, they are amazingly good platformers.
Yep.
They just kind of hark back to those old days where it's like, it's kind of frustrating, it's tough, it's almost like Super Meat Boy where you have to time it exactly right. And graphics are amazing, like everything's kind of like hand-drawn style, and there's so much detail
it's really
in the
pretty.
world. Yeah, it is really pretty. It's almost like you're playing a cartoon, and it's got like... It's like what? Sorry?
Oh, sorry. So it brings it back to that South Park thing, like the graphics, and also Walking Dead, and the other stuff that we may mention later on or whatever. It's interesting, like all these ones that have got that style. They aren't reliant on polygons and high resolution Blu-ray busting textures. They will be ageless. Like Rayman. You won't be able to tell in 10 years how old it was. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be. Oh god, they used the 1990s style of coloring. It's not like that. It's like...
yeah. I mean, this really is just like, and I'm playing it on Xbox One, and I don't notice anything that like makes it look amazingly better than on a 360. But just kind of like some of the achievements and some of the features, and functionality there. But what's cool about the latest Rayman game is that it actually has a ton of levels that were in the previous game. So it's like it's super super long, and all the characters are super fun. Like they have all these different skins, basically, and the music is fun, and it's just overall just like this is an entertaining experience. That's just what I think. I'm not playing it for the storyline. There really is no storyline. It's just like have fun, like jumping and smashing stuff.
Through things, and
yeah.
It's a good. I remember Rayman's cool. It's also got that very European edge, and it is, isn't it? By
Ubisoft in
France or something.
France,
Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Montreal.
Oh, it might be Montreal. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Canada, get it right.
We just angered the separatists. Oh no, unionists. Oh no.
Oh, there is an amazing part of South Park where you go to Canada.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I totally want to talk about it.
I love how the Canadian border, there's like just a sign like right outside of town. It's hilarious.
Can I talk about this one little spoiler on Canada? Because it's so much fun. Okay. So this part is amazing. Yeah, you go to Canada and you have to like, you get a passport and they're just like, oh, you have a passport, here you go. And you can go inside. And Canada is all like an 8-bit game. It's amazing.
What?
And you go around and like you're going to like Montreal and Vancouver, and it's all like an 8-bit RPG style. And then it's funny, like you go into the hospital and it's like, oh, you can pay $5 and everything is taken care of for you. So it is superb.
It's awesome.
And it's just like the Kingdom of Canada, and yeah, it's so amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole game's amazing.
It is. But you guys want to talk about Walking Dead episode?
Yeah.
2? Yeah.
We could talk about Watch Dogs before we go Walking Dead.
All right.
Because I know you want to cover your ears.
I do. I'm going to take off my Princess Leia headphones, as Joey rightfully called them. They look like Princess Leia buds. Yeah. So Watch Dogs. Yeah. Are you guys pumped about it?
I am excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Oh my god, like.
So they announced the release date. It's coming out in May, I believe.
Yep.
It's gonna be that's
by,
great.
And by
like
May, they mean October, maybe next January.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it's already been delayed multiple times. So oh god.
The worst was that it was like 2 weeks away from releasing.
Yeah.
I got so pumped, and then they're like, 6 months now.
They had bundle consoles that like people had already pre-ordered. Yeah, and they were like, nope, those aren't gonna come out.
That's kind of
up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. So excited about Watch Dogs though. It's gonna be amazing. I mean, just like when they showed off the trailers, just like the guns, that are like destroying certain parts of the car, and just like the atmosphere and the world. It just looks so cool. Looks so good.
It reminded me of actually. There's a new. I think it's new. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being retro and whatever, but there was a new story trailer this week, wasn't there?
Oh, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, no.
Okay.
I've been kind of now avoiding stuff with it because like I'm really excited.
I'm not.
I have a feeling it's going to disappoint me just because I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Every time I'm super excited for a game, it fails me. Brink, Aliens, Colonial Marines was just like a nightmare. I was so excited to play that game.
Yeah.
But...
So I mean, do you guys think that this is going to be a lot like, a Grand Theft Auto kind of style? I mean, do you think that it's going to, like, there's so much hype about it that, like, no matter what they do, no matter how amazing it is, it's just not going to live up to expectations?
I thought GTA did.
GTA 5 definitely lived up to its expectations, I think.
It could be. I think maybe hopefully the 6 months will have fixed whatever. I mean, maybe they knew there was a shortfall between expectations and what they were going to deliver in the 6 months is enough to fill it in, with whatever it needs. But
I can't wait to play the tablet version of it because you can fuck with people in their real world.
Oh yeah,
with a tablet.
What?
So like you can direct the police after them and like try to roadblock them and stuff like that. It looked awesome when they showed it at PAX last year. I was so excited.
Yeah, so they've been trying to like do like these second screen experiences. Like GTA had like the little mini game train your dog thing.
Yeah.
On your phone and stuff. And
the iFruit.
Yeah, and it's like I don't care about any of that, but for Watch Dogs, it's like this is the first time this actually seems amazing.
Yeah, I think that's like just a genius idea to allow you to like go in and somebody's like playing a match or whatever, and you can just F with them.
Yeah.
And they have to make it to some point before you catch them. Essentially, it's pretty.
So basically, what you're saying is that when I start playing, I need to go offline, so that way you guys aren't fucking with my games.
That'd be so funny.
It's cool because like you're kind of like hacking the world, right? You're kind of like it's gonna be super fun. Hopefully Android and iPhone.
I hate that they took forever to release the iFruit on Android, but iOS got it like 2 months ahead of time. I was really annoyed by Rockstar for doing that.
You guys are both rocking the Android, aren't you?
Yeah.
Android, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing Cassie has the iPad because that was the only way I got to mess with it.
So I used to have a Windows phone, and I will tell you, Windows Phone is like a third-class citizen. Like,
oh yeah,
they get everything maybe like 2 years late. You know, like they got like Instagram, like after it's already like a multi-billion-dollar company and everything. It's like after they made their own app, it's like, oh yeah, now we will come out with Instagram for you.
2 years from now, Flappy Bird will come out on.
Oh
it.
yeah, and so like I went to an iPhone and it's like, oh, I feel like a first-class citizen. Now I get like things actually when they're announced, and like when I'm reading about apps, you know, on gadget sites, I'm like, oh, I can actually download this for once, you know.
Yeah. I hate it because Android, it has like a lag of like a month or two, or maybe even at the shortest a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I just hate that. I'm like, how? Why? I mean, Android's almost as big or as big.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bigger than iPhone, but they're like all over it. I don't know why. Apple's paying them all.
It's pretty awesome. Like I got like the Pebble smartwatch, and like the App Store with it, which was like a huge update, came out a month or 2 months ahead of Android, and I was like, yeah.
Oh God.
You guys are just jealous, clearly.
I know. But that's the thing. Like, you know, it's interesting whenever seeing it from the other side, the development point of view. Where I work, they do iOS and Android, and
yeah.
I have to say that Android actually is ahead of the game. Actually, they're having to do something now to prepare, and it's a massive nightmare for everyone involved with iOS. But Android's been doing it because it's been rocking all the different shapes and sizes for so many years. That's
the problem, is that there's so many different like speeds of the cell phones. Yeah. There's different screen sizes, resolutions.
I don't know. You never know. That may be coming to Apple. Wink, wink. But basically, it's it's a massive. Android has got. I know iOS kind of has this weird technical debt in that regard. It's going to take literally months to catch up to where Android basically is, because Android, you have to do things in certain ways for Android, and you never had to for iOS, which seems nice, but that's always progress, and it's always going to happen, and now all those iOS, the developers are like, no, God!
So do you guys feel like, I mean, is this what's going on behind the scenes, you know, trying to make like this Watch Dogs app? Is that like...
I don't know. I think that like if there is any sense in the world, every company has some sort of analytics with their apps, and you have like the amount of iOS. You know, iOS in America certainly has a weirdly disproportionately huge amount of users. But in the grand scheme of things, that's going to has to dwindle, because it's not the major selling phone anymore. It's like 33% or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Windows Phone is like 2%. Sorry, Windows Phone users.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, since we're bashing on Microsoft, I wish I had a PS4.
Why do you say this?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I hate my Xbox One.
Wow. Why? Whoa.
Just covering its ears, like
you're coming out swinging.
Okay, so
the
Netflix app is like 100 years behind the 360 version.
Okay.
You can't so when I'm watching a show that somebody already watched, it doesn't ask me like, hey, do you want to restart? It just starts at the credits. And normally it's too fast. You can't rewind fast enough to stop it from going to the next episode. And the next episode is at the fucking credits. So you're like mad dash to try to like hit the rewind button and then skip back to another episode. I just hate it. I'm like, why do you go 20 steps backwards in this area? Let's see. Hulu is worse.
So, did you get the latest software update? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So
I was hoping it fixed it, but it doesn't.
Oh, man.
And even worse, they force the stupid Kinect on you, right?
Yeah.
They make you buy it for that extra $100, and then it maybe works, I'm going to say 70% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, if it's anywhere near your TV and you're watching it, it's like, I have no idea what you're talking. It'll listen to the TV half the time. I'm like, it said nowhere near Xbox. Why are you turning on and trying to respond to commands?
I actually keep my Xbox One off, just because I don't want it to turn on accidentally, and it's like, I don't know.
And it never recognizes me. I tell it to sign in on my face, and it's like, who is this? Add new person? And I'm like, no. And I go through the whole thing of taking a picture of me again, and then as soon as I walk into the screen and sit down, it's like, add new person? I'm like, I fucking hate you, you stupid piece of shit.
That's never,
You know?
that's never gonna make anyone feel good about themselves when you walk in feeling, oh, I look okay today, and then the Xbox like, I have no idea who this is. What's wrong with your face? What's wrong with your face? And you're just like, oh my god.
So Joey, I mean, you living in the UK, PS4 is more popular there, isn't it?
Well, I'd say that it'd be more half and half. It's not as the Xbox 360 isn't as big a runaway success as it is in America.
Yeah.
All that online gaming, all that sort of stuff. It's I think here it's half and half. I mean, my friend actually has. I've got both. My friend's got both. Oh my god!
Yeah.
We're a nation of fence sitters. We just don't want to choose. We used to be great, and now we just can't choose. Now we have to just play it safe and buy both. But there was a friend who'd gotten the PS4, and another one had an Xbox One, and oh no, not an Xbox. He didn't get an Xbox One. He went to his friend who had gotten an Xbox One, and he was disappointed. There was some software bugs affecting it.
Oh, even worse. Before this update, I apologize for interrupting you, Joey, but there was no cross-game chat, and the party system was fucked up.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you screw up this bad from going from the 360? If you didn't have it ready, just port that software in there, and then release another update later, because I hate it. I hate the UI. It makes no sense. I have no idea where the settings are half the time. Because you go under settings and it's like...
Windows 8. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Windows 8.
Like
that's
they're
why.
Trying to do like the voice things. Like you can get the settings really quick, no matter where the title is hidden. You go to Xbox, go to settings. But that's if Kinect is picking up your voice.
Oh, I know. I hate it. I hate it because I'm like, Xbox settings. It's like play game. I'm like, how did you get that out of that?
Actually, so one cool feature about Kinect, I think that is actually really cool, is. On PS4 they have the record button, I think, and you can do that. On Xbox, you just say Xbox record that, and then it's automatically recorded like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's if you don't have sound going on. Otherwise, it's like,
true.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's like, quit game. You're like, no. It's like, yes. Turn it right off. You're just like, god damn it. I don't know. I was like, I wish I had a PS4 because then. Oh, and it doesn't run Flash. So, what's the point of having a one unit for the whole room if I can't watch YouTube videos? I can't watch freaking...
Well, there's apps for that now, right? There's like the YouTube app, and now you have to for anything that's Flash, you don't have to go to the app store.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I can't go... So, we've been watching this show called Fairy Tale.
Oh, yeah, the anime? Yeah.
The anime, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, on Hulu, they don't have a dubbed version.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, it won't freaking play. So we had to go to this random website that's like watchanimenow.com, and you click on it and it won't do it. I had to buy an adapter so her iPad could run it on the TV.
Oh, so now you guys are just kind of showing, displaying it on the screen.
Yeah. I hate the Xbox One. I hate it.
Wow, coming out swinging, man.
The thing is, though, I mean, part of me... I mean, of all the people on this call to defend Microsoft, but it is this antipathy by developers and things like that, because actually they have done a bloody good job in unifying all these things, all the different platforms, and they've got all their amazing visual studios. I mean, it really hurts that Android does not have a good development package. Okay, people who haven't done this, anyone who listens to this hasn't done development. It's like, Microsoft Office. I mean, the difference between Microsoft Office and OpenOffice or LibreOffice, there's just that difference. And it's a bit like that with Visual Studio. You have all this stuff is wonderful, and now you can even do Xbox apps. Although God knows what Netflix are doing, because obviously they're not doing it right. But Android has got crappy like this Eclipse, this open source thing, and it's the biggest pain in its ass that it doesn't have its own development stuff. Microsoft's done a damn good job. Apple suck sore because you have to buy a bloody Mac. You have to lay down a huge amount of money to have a Mac to run their Xcode software. Whereas Microsoft are like, oh yeah, you can run it anywhere. Like like you kind of should. But
Yeah.
I think it's unfair. It's sad because they've done a really damn good job, but it just people can be arsed. They're just gonna be arsed.
Well, I just feel like it was just like a half-assed UI. Like they didn't go through the whole thing
with
and
the
go
tiles and everything. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So just convoluted. Like it's a convoluted mess. Like I am pretty technologically savvy, and I sat there and tried to find one of the settings for 20 minutes. I felt like an asshole because I'm like, I gotta go on YouTube on my PC and figure out what the fuck, where the hell this thing is.
Yeah.
How to turn off has been a big thing for like Windows 8 and stuff. I know that they're fixing that in the soon to be released update, but it's like how to turn off. You know, when Windows 8 originally came out, it was like Control Alt Delete. You know, and it's like, you know, people aren't gonna know that.
No, and it's like what do you call it? Oh no, sorry, that just cleared my RAM. I can't actually remember. Whoops.
And see, that's my big deal.
There.
So even with the party system, for whatever reason, they had it where if you invited a person to into a party, if only like one person joined, I think it was that way, it dumped you into a private chat. And then you had to go into the menu, change it from private chat to party, and then re-invite everybody in.
Ouch.
And
yeah, but this has been fixed now, right?
It did this last week, but I think that's just unacceptable. Like, how is this not found beforehand and easily fixed? It's like it's like not being able to talk between the 360 and the One. It's a codec. It's a codec. That's all it is. You just put that codec in, because this is what stops me from playing the One. I play different games than my friends on the 360, and I like chatting with them. The reason why I don't play the One is because I can't talk to people while I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
I literally have bought Assassin's Creed and Battlefield for the One, and that's it.
So like single player games, you know, that you're or games that you're not going to be playing with your friends.
Battlefield, I was upset about because I really wanted to play with my friends, but they all were like, I'm not going to buy a One until there's, you know, a game that really defines what I want to do. So I was like, well, great. Now I gotta Titanfall's on the 360, so
that is
doesn't really matter.
But it's almost so much prettier on Xbox One.
Oh, I agree. I don't know. The problems with the South Park Stick of Truth, like where you were talking about the popping, PC doesn't have any of that issues. Mine doesn't anyway. I was like, I didn't know everybody was suffering from screen tearing and frames per second drop and yada yada yada. My computer had none of that. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was I love that game. It's just fun. But back to like screwed up UIs and stuff. I don't like paying $60 a month for something to not work right when I could have the same functionality not paying on the PS4.
Yeah.
That's to say, it is weird that, like, you know, and kind of tying with what I was saying, behind the scenes, Microsoft and all the technologies, they have to. I mean, my God, like, there's a reason why, like, they're on all the PCs, 90% of the world's computers are on it. They're really good at the technology. The UI stuff, they've just really turned their hand to in the last few years. They're still finding their feet. I'm just surprised. The one surprising mishap there is on the technology side. Why can they not just reuse all the codes, the program structure, all the server structure that the Xbox 360 had to do all these functions in the Xbox One, which Josh you're saying are being messed up, and that's kind of surprising. You know, it should be that's their bread and butter, and they should be able to do that much better out the gate.
And not only that, they didn't even have a controller, like a remote for it when it came out the gates, and you're supposed to use it for TV, cable, the console.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that was a stupid thing to do. Like, hey, we're not going to have it for like 3 months. And PS4, even in the States, is stomping the Xbox into the ground because people don't like paying $60 a month and getting a $5 or a year and getting a $5 game twice a month when you could go to the PS4 and pay the same amount and you get a $30 game.
Yeah, really
twice a
good
month.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh my!
that they've been
Did you
kind
see
of.
that?
Yeah.
I mean, this month there was Tomb Raider, the
Yeah.
the new Tomb Raider, and some other stuff. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, they're giving
I'm like,
for the PlayStation
this
Plus
is a new
users.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this is basically a new game. Came out during the fall of last year.
Yeah, and
they're giving it away.
Yeah.
And you know what Xbox is giving out? Halo 3. It's like
Yeah, first party titles that came out, like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Well, Halo 3 is like a launch title. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
that's 8 years old. Like, why?
Yeah.
That's older than Joey's laptop.
Oh my god!
You're gonna take your Halo 3, Josh, and you're gonna like it. Is what they're saying.
Do you know what? It's so basically, what you're saying is my laptop and Halo 3 could date because they're the same age.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's
there you
sort of
go.
the over.
Well, what's the dating rule? It's like you can date someone that's like half your age plus 7. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, something like that.
In computers, it's half your age plus 0.5 of version number.
Oh yeah. Well, guys, I don't know if we have time to talk about the Walking Dead game.
This is good. This is good. It means then, John, sir, you can catch up.
Yes, and I will.
John, if you want, we need to start a Steam family account, and then you could play my version, or my game.
Ooh.
If
But I
let you
can't
borrow
transfer.
it.
I have my 360 decisions.
I know, I had the same problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they don't let you choose, which I think is weird, because Mass Effect had it right, where you could choose the major important parts
Yeah.
if you started in the second game or the third game or whatever.
So you get caught up.
But in The Walking Dead, they're like, here's randomly generated stuff, and I was a little
I
disappointed.
think going from Walking Dead season 1 to season 2, there's not. I can't remember any crossover. It's not like as big as it was in Shamu. Oh my god, the Dreamcast.
Oh
That was
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
Have your little cassettes and little action figures. Anyway, it isn't as big as that. But I don't know. I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And by the way, I just was checking there, and oh my god, this is definitely for next week. I have to get this out of my system. I have to. Massive anger, not right. Small moan about Telltale games.
This is like the British ranting. It's like, oh, I'm not going to rant. I'm going to do small moan.
I'm be like, welcome dear viewers. Tonight, I'm going to tell you, like, with my Earl Grey, I'll try and keep it simple.
With a cup of tea, like a fireside chat about
And with very pointed sips at just the right moment, like, and then they thought it would be acceptable. It was not. Just like, just stuff like that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I checked, and episode 2 of season 2 is not out in the UK yet.
What? Oh, you're getting shafted.
Yeah.
So you're getting shafted on the Android and man, dude, you gotta come to America and get an iPhone. Is what you're saying. Get everything day one. Here.
Hallelujah! I've had an epiphany. Okay, that's it. iOS, here I come.
All right, guys. Well, we have some things to talk about next week. So this is Bandito John
and No Name Josh.
And why Shooty?
Signing off.
See you later.
See you. Bye.
Boy.